Welcome to our explanation video on MARWALC. What you are about to see is more than a product walkthrough. It is a clear view of how MARWALC addresses one of the costliest problems in life sciences commercialization, the gap between strategy approval and field execution. In this presentation, you will see how MARWALC brings marketing and sales together in one coordinated execution engine, compressing work that often takes days or weeks into minutes. Through two practical conference-driven scenarios, you will hear how a marketing leader can generate launch-ready messaging, collateral, targeting, and team materials before arriving at the office, and how sales can then act on late-breaking intelligence on prioritized accounts, KOL alignment, rep-specific tools, and disciplined follow-up. For investors, the value is straightforward. MARWALC is designed to improve speed, alignment, message control, and commercial readiness at the exact point where execution often breaks down. This is the kind of capability that will help organizations move faster, operate smarter, and convert more opportunity into revenue. Marketing and sales are often treated as separate disciplines, with separate workflows, separate timelines, and separate tools. But in life sciences commercialization, they succeed or fail together. MARWALC brings those two disciplines together in one execution engine, helping teams move from preparation to action with greater speed, precision, and alignment. MARWALC was created to tackle what we call the execution tax, because the problem is usually not the strategy itself. The problem begins after the strategy is approved. Teams lose time pulling information from disconnected systems, files, people, and departments. Marketing and sales work from partial updates, late-breaking inputs, and fragmented communication. When a product launch is approaching, delay becomes risk. The risk is not lack of planning. The risk is failing to execute when timing matters most. That is the gap MARWALC is designed to close. MARWALC is built to make execution readiness possible across desktop and mobile environments with minimal input. It enables and performs rapid edits, precise target messaging, team-wide readiness, and faster coordination across commercialization functions. Instead of spending days assembling materials and aligning teams for upcoming or even current sales and marketing campaigns, MARWALC compresses that effort into minutes. The result is a more prepared organization, better message control, and faster movement toward execution. The process is straightforward. First, basic launch or sales details are entered through a mobile device or desktop. Next, MARWALC adjustments, including logos, formatting, and language. These may be viewed simultaneously by all authorized team members. Finally, once approved, the completed materials are deployed immediately across marketing and sales. What this creates is not just speed, but a coordinated team response before any sales activity even begins. Now let's look at this in practice. It is Monday morning at 7 a.m., and a key life sciences conference is approaching fast, where the company plans to release new product information. The marketing lead opens the MARWALC app on an iPad before leaving home. Quickly enters only the core launch information: the conference, the product, the target audience, the positioning, and the timing. That is enough for MARWALC to begin working immediately. By the time the marketer arrives at the office, the first full package of conference-ready materials is already waiting. And what is waiting is not just a rough draft. MARWALC has already assembled launch messaging, conference positioning, branded booth headline concepts, invitation copy, persona-specific collateral, email drafts for each target persona, LinkedIn posts, key opinion leader recommendations, application notes, scientific poster presentation, prospect targeting, and has drafted an internal briefing package for the marketing and sales teams. In other words, the marketer arrives to a working launch package rather than a blank screen. The team begins the day ahead, not behind. At this point, the process shifts from creation to refinement. The marketing lead reviews messaging, layout, and conference-relevant materials on a desktop or mobile device. Any adjustments to language, branding, logo placement, or formatting are requested directly within the MARWALC tool. MARWALC updates the package within minutes, allowing the team to stay in motion without sacrificing brand control. All revisions are complete. The final materials are approved and prepared for a broader release. Now approved, all content is published directly to the teams that need it. Marketing receives final collateral, campaign drafts, booth assets, and branded layouts. Sales receives role-based materials, target account briefs, key opinion leaders or KOLs, prospect priorities, meeting preparation sheets, and communication templates. Leadership gains something equally important: one launch story, one coordinated direction, clear team member ownership, and immediate next steps. That sets the stage for the sales side of the coming conference efforts. Now the focus shifts gears to sales. As the conference is approaching, late-breaking field intelligence begins to come in from the sales team. Reps are reporting account changes, attendee updates, and new opportunity signals. That information cannot wait for a long review cycle. Sales needs the right KOLs identified, the right target prospects prioritized, and the right conference communications aligned to each person and each account. The timing is tight, and the response must still be fast, accurate, and controlled. MARWALC converts that incoming field intelligence into a prioritized plan. It identifies relevant KOLs, target prospects, key account contacts, and attendees by role and influence. It maps which rep should engage each account, what content should be delivered to each, and where clinical or executive support may be required. Then it prepares prospect packets, rep-ready summaries, conference communication campaigns, and structured follow-up pathways. Sales is no longer reacting in fragments. The entire team is engaging with an organized plan. From there, MARWALC delivers a daily usable package to each salesperson tailored to the accounts and contacts they are responsible for at that day's conference events. The package includes account briefs, target contact lists, customized leave-behinds, email or message drafts, meeting objectives, and next step recommendations. The daily conference interaction now becomes more focused, relevant, and commercially productive. And MARWALC's value does not end when the conference ends. MARWALC creates the follow-up actions needed to turn conference activity into commercial momentum. It produces post-meeting recaps, routes action items, drafts follow-up messages tied to the actual discussion, assigns next steps for sales and marketing, and captures conference intelligence for future execution and in inclusion in the company's CRM. In summary, MARWALC organizes preparation, accelerates revision, coordinates deployment, and helps teams arrive ready, act faster, and follow through with superior precision. To increase greater productivity, MARWALC also integrates with popular Apple and Android apps, Maps, email, contacts, notes, calendars, reminders, Zoom, Meets, social media, Google Suite, Microsoft 365, ERP software, to name a few, and are available for all three MARWALC categories: single users, teams, and company subscriptions. We invite you to learn more about how MARWALC supports life sciences commercialization by visiting www.forevernp.com/MARWALC.